What's up, people? Welcome to this episode of the By the Hood podcast/webcast because I don't know how you're consuming this content. As usual, I'm your host. My name is Jimmy. I got my brother Corey in the building with me as always. What's good, Corey?
What's going on, Jim? How you feeling?
Oh, man, I can't complain. Ain't nobody listening, man. It's fair and partly cloudy on the side. But listen, man, this is our first episode of 2020. It's an amazing episode. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all the support. Everybody who shares any of our content. I don't care if it's on Instagram, Facebook, the podcast. I just want to say thank you to everybody. We had an amazing 2019. We did amazing things. We had a lot of great interviews. We ran our summer camp for the children, which was a success. Shout out to all the kids that participated in the summer camp and are now owners. We got a chance to speak to brothers behind the wall to help them out and help them, get a footing and learn. We did a lot of work in the community. We pulled up in people's cribs in 2019, Core. So 2019 was a real good year for us, and 2020 is going to be even better. We have a lot of things planned because, again, what we like to do is spread positivity, talk about positive stories, put in good work in the community, man, and help people build wealth and take care of their family as well as their community, man. And this first episode, we got a brother out there, man, who's listen, man, this guy's doing amazing things. He's an MC out of Philadelphia, but more than an MC, this brother is a community activist because I watch the work that he does. So, this is generally not even like a hip hop show, but this guy is like transcending what it means to be an MC. His project actually drops today. So I want to make sure you guys go and take a look at his newest project, which is actually Mega, Make Emceeing Great Again. So without further ado, man, I want to introduce my brother, Dell-P. Del, what's up, brother?
What's up, brothers? Appreciate y'all. Jimmy the Blueprint. Corey,
Yes,
what's up, man?
What's going on?
Happy New Year to y'all.
Happy New Year, good brother, man. Listen, I want to get into everything you got going on, man. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you because one of the things I think that separates you from a lot of the other artists, even within our city, outside our city, is your boots on the ground. You do more than just rap. Like I see you speak at the schools, I see you speak at the colleges. You go speak to the babies, like. You take this thing serious. So I just want to say thank you before we even get into your story, man.
Man, I appreciate it. And thank you. You know what you done did over the years for me. You and Corey, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's because we try to help you out because we see something special in you, man. It ain't just about, you one of the nicest like rapping, but you I don't know whether you notice or not, but what you do is important because it's more than just the bars, man.
Yeah,
like,
they can touch you. Yeah, like
absolutely.
You putting out that good work as far as your MCing, but you also putting your boots on the ground and letting the kids touch you, man. That's gonna put you in a whole different place.
Yeah, and one of the things we talk about is community building. In fact, on one of your album covers, you actually are in the classroom with the kids. Like,
and that's true cover. Story. It wasn't we just gonna make this a dope album cover. No, that was true story. I had just got finished speaking at Boys Latin High School. And I just was like, this would be a dope album cover since it's reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. But let's start in your background though. What part of the city are you from? How'd you get started or what have you?
All right, no doubt. So I'm from the West Side. That's Pop Art, Cool C, Steady B, the youngsters. I'm from that area. It's been all around me since I was a kid. Both of my uncles, my uncle on my mom's side and my uncle on my dad's side, were highly influencing as far as this hip hop thing. You know what I'm saying? They both were MCs growing up, and I'm like, I can do this. These are people I look up to and I look to as heroes, so I wanted to be like them. But at the same time, I grew a genuine love for hip hop on my own.
Well, let me ask you a question though, because you're from Philadelphia, home of the Spitters.
Yeah.
And we known for that. We're known for a lot, but all right, I know at one point you had to in your past have been gun barred out because we all were.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I know at some point you had to have been, it's because that's what Philly is known for. So, but let me ask, what happened in your life or whatever that made a change in you and decide that you want to become more of a community activist than just someone who's out there, shooting a bunch of people in lyrics or all the destructive things that some people, into each his own. But what happened to you?
So, first and foremost, I always been like into soulful beats like Tribe Called Quest, Brand Nubian, Poor Righteous Teachers, even from my neck of the woods, EST, No Words, that was like something I kept on repeat. You know what I'm saying? I started listening to those you know, those MCs when I was a kid. So then, like, let's say 97, 98, I'm listening to Ram Squad, I'm listening to Major Figures, I'm listening to Mac. So I'm feeling like, oh yeah, I gotta spit like this to get the attention. This is what the people want. But if you listen to the people that came prior, who I said I listened to, they always was telling the story. They was about activism. They was about spreading knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Brand Nubian, stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, so I got to start spitting for what I think people want to hear and start spitting what I really believe in. And that's where it came from. You know what I'm saying?
That's love, though. That's love. That's what we, you know what I mean? Like, you're an artist. Like, you care more about the art than the...
Yeah, absolutely.
Than anything else.
Was it like anyone in your community or possibly an MC or just like someone like, you know, who kind of gave you knowledge of stuff or helped you out to make that transition?
Yeah, well, you know who gave me the transition? The kids. When I went to Boys Latin and I was asking them who were their favorite MCs, I couldn't name one song of the, you know what I'm saying? Like the stuff they were saying who was hot at that time, all they was doing was promoting gun violence and drug use and drug selling. And I'm looking like, when I was a kid, when they was asking me these questions, I could say Nas, I could say Common, I could say Mos Def.
It was more of a balance. It was more of a balance.
It was, absolutely. So if I'm just hearing, oh yeah, this bull right here, he talking about Molly's, this guy right here, he got guns all in this video. Nah, I want to give y'all a different narrative.
Stuff done went so crazy that sometimes when I reference like older MCs or lyrics that like it helped me even learn, people like look at me like I'm crazy. Like I was talking to someone about the KRS song, You Must Learn.
Right.
And I remember when I first saw that video, like I was looking up Benjamin Banneker. I wanted to know who Madam CJ Walker was. Like, boy had me literally doing like history research, and it came from a song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I think that's interesting, man, and it's also necessary for that balance. That balance. But one thing that I can say also that I give you credit for is that you still got fire though, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like
one thing,
it ain't BS. You really out there putting fire to the mic. Like you setting fire to the microphone.
Like
you ain't talking about no BS.
So one of my favorite, one of my favorite groups of all time, right, is Dead Prez, right? And
right.
Yeah, but what I like about Dead Prez is not just what they're talking about. Like they make good music.
They definitely make good music.
That always has to be like necessary, right? It's one thing you could be the smartest brother, you could be the most conscious brother, but if your stuff ain't, you know. So
when it comes to conscious music, I feel like nobody did it better than Brand Nubian. Like Wake Up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wake Up.
Yeah,
and that's crazy because Lord Jamar like was part of Discovery Dead Prez. So
I know.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Wake Up. I can listen to that 50,000 times and never get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? And
what was so dope about Brand Nubian to me is that I remember like when Grand Puba wasn't in the group no more, right?
Right.
And I remember like what they gonna do now, and they came like with another banger. I was like, yo,
craziest fire in the world, right? Yeah.
Punk step up to get beat down. Like
shout out to Diamond D.
Oh yeah, he killed that. He killed that. Absolutely. So right now, man, today you got your newest album out, Mega Being Great Again, man. Fire title, man. So what can people expect when they check that out?
Oh man, my best work to date, period. Like I know you love To the Moon and Beyond. You know what I'm saying? I know you love the joints that came prior, but Mega is gonna be your favorite joint because everybody that's hearing it is hearing the growth. They're seeing the features that I'm putting on here. Like it's just a great body of work.
Yeah, I can't break it down and sit with that for a minute because I love all your work, but you know what it was for like To the Moon and Beyond? It's just that like that approach of sampling a legend, like
right.
Like that was just something different and unique. And I heard that I was like, yo, this is like, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, it was only right for me to sample Gil Scott-Heron on this album. So you're gonna hear something Gil Scott-Heron.
Because I'm a huge fan of Gil Scott. Like
let's keep it real. Like these MCs weren't sampling Gil how we was. So you know what I'm saying? I had to go back. I've been hearing a lot of people sample Gil and use Gil. I'm like, okay, I see y'all listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So So going from the MCing part, like I said, I watch your movement. I see you speak to the kids. I see you go to
Right.
colleges, high schools. How'd that start for you? And what has that done for you as an MC, but also as a man? Like, what has it done for you to actually get out there and touch the people?
So yeah, I'm gonna start from the beginning. So in middle school, I was doing plays and doing community outreach with Yo A Cat. Yo A Cat had Air Smooth, had
Okay.
Zukan. These are hip hop legends. You know what I'm saying? Like I already had hip hop legends as mentors when I was 12, 13 years old. So what I'm doing right now is just what was, done for me back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm paying it forward. Rest in peace to my brother Air Smooth, who happens to be Black Thought's best friend. The reason we know who Beanie Siegel is because of Air Smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In Zukan, Jeff X, he's a producer. He did Ballin' for Jim Jones. He done worked with Kanye and Jay, all those guys back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I already had these people already mentoring me and letting me know this is the way to go. You're on the right path. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. And that's the thing. That's the thing which is unique about our city too, right? Because we do have
Yeah.
Beans, who's one of the greatest ever. We have the major figures, but we also have the Black Thought, right? We got the
Right.
Dex Raw, and we got the Dell-P. Like, so within our own city, we have that kind of balance. Like, we got the Chill
No
Moody.
doubt.
We have a little bit of everything. Corey, you going to say
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I was just saying, like I see you at a lot of cultural celebrations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you at the Kwanzaa celebration. I also saw you in June when you was down a
Juneteenth.
Doomsday. Yeah,
Oh
in the
yeah, yeah.
Doomsday, and you
Mm-hmm.
also hit up a lot of cultural celebrations all year. So what brings you to that?
All right, so shout out to my grandma. I grew up in an Afrocentric environment. You know what I'm saying? All we was listening to back in the day was Marvin. All we was listening to was Roy Ayers. You know what I'm saying? Earth, Wind, and Fire. All these
Yeah.
groups, basically helped me understand what knowledge of self is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And unifying and the importance of it. So, my grandma definitely gets the thanks for that one.
That's dope.
And I just don't want to be, oh yeah, I make a song about it, but they don't see me. That's a politician. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't do that.
There's also something unique about like West Philly. I know a lot of brothers in West Philly who are about community. Not saying that other people aren't, because there's brothers in North Philly, South Philly, whatever. But West Philly is something unique about, like, y'all brothers out West Philly, man.
Where
Y'all always putting in work. So salute for that though. But another thing is, like, from the business side, you've been an independent artist. You currently got a deal with a legend.
yeah, man.
How did that come about? Like,
Oh man.
and if you can just give us like, what's the difference between like being an independent artist and now making that transition?
All right, so major shout out to my brother Jay Reezy. You done heard him on all of my albums. Like he had a good friend named Kara. Shout out to Kara. She was basically the assistant to Chris Swartz, and she pushed the button and let them hear Unapologetic. That was her song. She played it millions of times. So thank you for that Unapologetic song, Jimmy the Blueprint. That was you.
No
who did
doubt,
that, man. You know what I'm saying? You and Uncle
Appreciate
Briss. Thank y'all. So Kara letting them know, like, listen, this is what's next in Philly. And Chris Swartz, he's a hip hop head. He's a hip hop head. And
like, for the people that don't know, like, because I know his history, like,
right.
I actually have his book. I'm starting to read that for 2020. I actually have his book, but I breezed through it. Tell people some of the people, like, legends that he signed in the game.
Yeah, no doubt. First off, Schoolie D. He believed in Schoolie. You know what I'm saying? All that PSK, Saturday night. Shout out to Chris Swartz. He was managing that at that time. Fast forward, you got Larry Laird, you got Nas, Cypress Hill, Criss Cross, the Fugees, DMX.
The list goes on.
The list goes on.
Yeah,
so
he put it down.
But as someone who's like yourself, a hip hop historian, how does it feel to like be signed by someone with that kind of legendary, like, I mean, those names you named, just
no doubt.
How's that make you feel, man?
It's like, it's surreal, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That guy done sold about 200 million records. And for him to say, Dell, I love what you're doing. keep doing what you're doing. Don't think you got to switch up your pitch. Like, that's what I like about Chris. Like, he's not on the tip like, oh, we like what you're doing, but you need to make that current sound of music. No, all those artists I named, they broke in being themselves. Nobody believed in the Fugees until Chris Swartz believed in them.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody believed in Nas until Chris Swartz put Halftime on Zebrahead, and then let that editor from the source hear that, and he gave 5 mics. When he got them 5 mics, Columbia said, you know what? Thank you, Chris Swartz, but we gonna take it from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now Chris Swartz got a chance to bring another lyrical beast.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. And I was gonna ask you, like, because someone who's like, because you, I mean, essentially you've built your own business before even signing. Like you had an independent wave, you had a movement, you were dropping product on streaming platforms, physical.
Absolutely.
So you built like your own thing. So
I ain't do that alone. Shout out to my brother Rob Swartz, Who Mag Distribution, who's going to be heavily involved in this album too. So it's going to be Who Mag and Rough Nation together. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
so
believe that I never forget
that's a great point though, right? Because anybody that we've had on this show, whether it's a community activist or entrepreneur, one of the things that they like to talk about is that nothing is built alone, right?
Right.
So even what you said you got going on, like, you have a strong team behind you that helps you get to where you are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let me ask you a question. Throughout this journey, what has been like the toughest thing for you, whether it's business-wise, artistic-wise? What do you think is the one of your biggest hurdles that you had to get over?
I would say stop worrying about the city supporting it. You know what I'm saying? Whoever going to get it, they going to get it. And I'm just embracing that. That was the hurdle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's a hurdle a lot of people have to get over, because no
Yeah.
matter what you're doing, like, you could be, a painter, you could be a business person, you could be an MC.
Right.
You have to, like, work with, because the thing is, everybody has support, but it's difficult, right? So for instance, we put out content all the time, and 95% of it is positive, but you'll have that one troll or one person to say something, but that's what bothers you, right?
Yeah. It's like,
focus on the people that actually, that are rocking with you. Yeah.
Absolutely,
so I understand that. I totally get that. So now that you have come this far, you're out in the community doing your thing. Signed by a legend. You got a new project dropping today. What's the future hold for you, man?
Oh man, South by Southwest. My announcement, y'all hearing it first.
Okay.
I'm at South by Southwest this year. We going to probably do a tour. It's going to be me, Boogie Mandela, Illadel. I'm getting Eli Capella and Knowledge if they're not busy. My man Telemade. Like, we're going to bring a whole wave of positive MCs that's from our city, and we're going to take it on the road. That's the plan. I'm gonna start doing a wordsmith experience every month. You know me, man. It's about passing the baton. You know what I'm saying?
Boogie Mandela is fire, by the way.
That's my guy. He on the album.
Okay, that's what's
up. On the album.
Okay.
I got legendary Slaughter Rico on the album.
Ooh.
I got Money B from Digital Underground on the album. My man Illadel on the album. Mel Austin on the album. Jay Breezy on the album. Listen, man, it's gonna be bananas.
I saw that, like I said, I follow your movement, so I see that you got a co-sign from a lot of legendary MCs, right?
Yeah, man.
Which one like blew you away the most when you recognized that someone was familiar with like what you had going on, and you was like, man, like what MC you think that would have been?
It would be Black Thought.
Philadelphia
legend. Black Thought sent me. You already know, man. That guy right there just keep getting better. Like, and I got love. I got mad love for Black Thought. Like, I know his family, like, personally. Okay. You know what I'm saying? His cousin actually did 2 records on my album. Ali Bey, Mad, Hamed. That he's speaking on what they do, never do what they do. He did two records on Mega. And also, my man Fi and all of them. Like, his family is my family. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to this. I bet you don't even know this, but one of my cousins actually produced a song with you. Up and Coming Productions.
Oh yeah, that's my brother from Overbrook.
That's my little cousin.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's my
I was like, don't even know that's my little cousin though.
Yeah,
So
that's
you know what I'm saying?
family right there, man.
Absolutely, man. So listen, man, you're a man of the people. You know, you in the community, man. You got the support of a lot of people, man. And I want to tell you the same thing, man. Don't change, because one of the things we talk about on here, we talk a lot about business. We talk a lot about people doing positive things in the community. But
No doubt.
the overall arching thing is community building, right? So we need a lot of brothers like yourself who are willing, because more so than money, time is important. And what you're doing is you're giving the people your time, and the kids need to see people like you who signed by a legend, who out there they still can touch and see and learn from, man. So I just want to say, don't change, good brother, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
I got you, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. And
absolutely.
Be prepared to get blown away when y'all hear this album.
Absolutely, man. And to the people out there, make sure that you share this episode, because it's very important. Like I said, we spend a lot of time, like, sharing craziness on the internet, and that's cool too. I ain't gonna front like I don't watch some of the craziness, but the thing is, we need that balance. It always has to be a balance, and this brother right here is doing amazing.
He's the balance.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that we brought him on our show to start this year off, because
man, that's an honor.
Yeah, because it's important what you're doing, right? So you're in the music business, and we know how the music business can change people, the music business, and now you're a signed artist. Like again, you got signed by Legend, and I know that but what you said is there is no temptation to change. He wants you to be you, which is very important.
Right. He didn't worry about no YouTube numbers, no Instagram followers. It was just, listen, you hip hop. I know hip hop, so I identify with it. I was
that's
wow.
Fire. That's fire, man. Yeah, so the people, make sure you share this content. Make sure you check out his album Mega, Make Emceeing Great Again. That's a fire title. Make sure you check that out. Check out everything that he's got going on, and support him as you see him out there dropping projects. You see him in the community. He does talk. You need him to come speak to your class or something like that. Yeah. Hit him up. We're gonna put all your contact info within the bio or whatever. I mean, within our the notes of the show. So,
okay.
Because like I said, you're out there on the ground doing the work, and you're going to continue to do great things, man. Core, anything you want to say before we got out of here, good brother?
I really appreciate that. He was able to build his movement on his own, and then still be able to touch the people. Like he created a lane and some time for the people, so that his support is genuine. Like, it's not, I know a lot of people who get fake support, and his support is genuine.
And the crazy part is, right, I'm gonna tell you another story I never shared with him before. So Delta doesn't even cuss on his records for real, right?
Right.
He's not even allowed to cuss it. So I listen to his music all the time in the crib, and my wife brought it up to me. She was like, he's not even using foul language.
That's dope.
And I was like, that's crazy, because when you nice, you really don't have to. Rakim didn't really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Maybe once, twice he dropped the bomb, but for the most part, he was still the hardest out. He was the best out, and he didn't. When you that nice, you don't have to.
Yeah, I've been no curse words since A New Beginning.
That's
New
fine.
Beginning.
So that's a conscious decision you made.
Yeah, that was just, what? My grandma was like, yo, you dope. You don't have to use the N word. And I'm like, you know what? I don't. And then I said, I'm gonna take it a step further and just don't curse at all. You ain't gonna need no parental advisory sticker.
Yo, shout out to the grandmoms out there. Grandmoms know best, man. Shout out to all the black grandmoms, man.
That's like my top A&R. Like, she put me on Gil Scott Heron. She told me to, don't use the N word, and that made me just stop cursing completely. Shout out to my DJ Ant Live, legendary, making some big things happen for me. I got to shout out Music Not, shout out Chris Swartz, shout out Jay Reezy, shout out Samad Dawson, shout out to everybody that's been a part of this movement. Uncle Briss, you Jimmy the Blueprint, Corey,
yes,
you know what I'm saying? Tissue and the Tape.
That's shout the Tissue and Tape. Those my brothers, man. But his was crazy, man. That's another thing about you, right? A humble brother, man. So he's on here. We talking about him, and he's consistently giving shout outs to everybody helping along the way.
Man, love.
You can't make that up, right?
Yeah. That's love, man.
Yeah, yes. But that's why you're gonna go a long way, good brother. That's why you're definitely gonna go a long way, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely, man. So listen, we about to get out of here, but I just want to say to the people out there, listen, make sure you share this content. It's very important. Check out what he's got going on, because like I said, the brother is nice. He's nice, he's positive, he's nice, and he's putting work in the community. And if you know anybody else who's putting work in the community, building a business, whether they're doing like anything specific in the community. Because one thing we want to focus on, like I said, is community building and people that have boots on the ground that are doing things. So anybody out there listening, man, hit us up, hit up Dell. Let us know who you'd like to have us, have one in 2020, man. And like I said,
buy the block.
That's right. Always buy. Because listen, we're gonna have a lot of special guests in 2020 that's gonna talk specific strategies on how to do that too. Because we're gonna put work in the community as we always do, man.
No doubt. And before I leave, I have to send a rest in peace shout out to my Aunt Dollars that we just lost on Christmas.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
Peace, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to my great grandma Irene Smith. Rest in peace to my mother, who this album is dedicated to. That's on the cover. That's me and my mom.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about that, bringing reality back. And
that's right.
Before I leave, I just want to tell everybody out there that's on the ground for us music, for us real estate, for us community activism, everything. Like anybody that got a business, don't rush your progress. Trust the process.
That's right.
On that note.
That's right, man. Listen, man, you heard him. Listen, thank you, everybody, because this is 2020, another start, and I just have to keep saying thank you because, man, our numbers are crazy. Our podcast numbers are amazing, man, and we get support from the people every time that we're out there in the community doing something. So in 2020, we will have our camp again for the babies in the summer. That's the finance camp. We teach kids how to buy stock, how to buy real estate. We'll have that again this summer. We're going to do a lot of community events. So we'll be at the library in February doing a presentation for Black History Month about entrepreneurship in the Black community. We're going to do a lot of home visits. Anybody in the Philadelphia area or even in Jersey, Delaware, if you want us to pull up and do a presentation at your crib or your community center, just inbox us and let us know because we want to touch the people. We want to reach the people. We're going to try to help as many people as possible.
We're going to have to go to the West Coast too.
Listen,
shout out to my brother Brian, man. He the one that made that Money B situation happen.
Okay,
his wife is Money B's sister, so you know what I'm saying.
Shout out to my West Coast.
Hey, listen,
Brian.
Ain't nothing but a flight.
That's right. We're going to travel.
Absolutely.
We're going to travel. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, and people all across the country, man. Like, listen, follow us online. I'll be in Kentucky in March speaking. I got invited out Kentucky to speak. So we'll be all over the place, man. But with all that being said, man, people, as we always say, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much you keep. Game elevates, man. And we'll see y'all on the next episode, man. Peace, y'all.